Afternoon, everyone. It's coffee talk. Um, yeah, I don't know what time it is. Even it's in the afternoon. It's after 2 o'clock. But really, as we're all sitting around having coffee, I just had some scattered thoughts that been going on with me, and uh, just I know it all sounds odd sometimes when some of the things I talk about, but been going through my mind, and I think I touched on this one or two times before, but uh, I kind of understand the younger generation today, how they're they're having a hard time wanting to work and stuff like that. They really want to be have their free time to do things they enjoy and stuff like that. Now, I think I kind of agree with them because when you look back, um, we didn't. I mean, we worked hard way back when, but there wasn't a whole bunch of stuff that was expected out of us. We weren't expected to have nice, big, fancy houses and stuff like that. People were satisfied with just uh, little houses and little lived in apartments and stuff like that. But here we are with the high prices of rent and even the high prices of um, buying a house and everything. Of course, and they push that American dream on you. The house with the picket fence or the big house with the swimming pools and stuff like that. But and everybody, and of course, and I hear a lot of the boomers and stuff, and would talk about how we worked hard. By golly, I mean we worked. Yes, we worked hard. And of course, now I hear people say, "Well, you're not a boomer." Well, I was right on. I was raised as a boomer. Let's put it that way. And yeah, but anyway, we did. We worked hard. Our ancestors worked hard. They got out there and plowed fields and all like that. And but I understand because you look at it. We first of all, none of us asked to be put on this planet as humans. Now, maybe as a spiritual being, we asked way back when to be put here. I don't know. I mean, there's no proof of any of that. Even though there's a lot of tablets and scrolls and uh, Anunnaki tablets, the lost books and tablets of Enki. They were the Anunnaki people from Sky People, is what they were called. But were we put on this earth just to work and work for somebody else? I mean, think about it. Were we? I mean, you go back and you read Genesis when the so-called garden was made, um, and the God, because that's what it says, God said, "There's not a man to till the ground." In other words, here's the garden, but there's nobody to till the ground. So, what does till the ground mean? Work. Work. Bottom line, work is what it means. So there was nobody to work the ground. There was nobody to work for whoever created the garden. But you stop and think about it. Well, if the creator, which the creator, there had to be some sort of a creator to create this universe, to bring this universe into existence. And you would think that if this creator created mankind for to have a family, and this creator could do whatever this creator wanted to do, could speak things into existence, then why would we have to work? I mean, think about it. Why would we have to work? And why would we? Why nowadays? Now, why would we have to pay for our food when it should be growing out there everywhere, and we should have access to it? And should we have to pay for water? Now, even where we're at here, we have a well. And you might say, well, that's free water. Well, no, not really, for it to come up out of the ground. If we don't pump it like one of them pumps like that, then we have to use electric to pump it up out of there. That's paying electric. And as of yesterday or somebody, my daughter was just telling me that our electricity is going to go up 9 cents per kilowatt, something like that. So we pay for our water, regardless of whether it should be free or not. We're still paying for the water. So I understand where all these young people are coming from. We should not have to work unless we're doing things that we really enjoy doing. We really love doing it, and we wouldn't care whether we got paid for it or not. I think that this earth was put here. If all of this is true, that the Creator put us here, and somebody else didn't come along and take what the Creator put here for the Creator's benefits and remade us. Made us in a whole different aspect, because according to the Anunnaki tablets, we were made different. Took what the Creator had put on this earth and remodified it to work for them. So we've been programmed to work all of our lives. So here now you've got all the younger people saying they don't want to work like that. We shouldn't have to work like that. No, I agree. I totally agree. And unless, of course, I mean, we shouldn't have to work for our water. We shouldn't have to work for our food. Now, if there's things we want to do, like if we want to explore space and go and work hard like that, or if we want to work hard on music or whatever the case may be, but we should not have to work to eat and to drink water. That's my thinking on that. But again, that's just a thought. But also, I wanted to talk, okay, well, since Genesis talks about where the Creator supposedly said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness. In other words, we had all the abilities to do what the Creator and whoever he was talking about, we had all the abilities. And that meant thinking, speaking, and having intelligence and know how to use our thoughts and how to speak with our words, because we're the only creature on this planet that can think and talk. Now, yes, animals can think, but they can't speak anything into existence. They can't believe. We have the power to believe that whatever we decide we want to create on this earth, that we can do that. But a lot of people don't do that. We've been programmed out of that. So my channel is about create the life you desire, because we were made in the image and the likeness of God, our Creator. So, and of course, and if you want to go to the Bible at all, which that's what I started out. If you want to go to there and you believe what it says, Jesus was talking about being able to do all of this stuff before he even laid down his life, before he even was crucified. He was already telling everybody that we could have what we say. Whatever our desire was, we could have it. All we had to do is speak it. So why would he have to die in order for us to be able to do that? He didn't have to. I mean, he died, yeah, but maybe for another reason altogether. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to go into that. And but he was already teaching that we had the power, that we were gods, in the fact that we could think what we wanted and believe it and speak it and have it. We could speak to the mountain and remove it. and a lot of people will say, well, that's just symbolic. That's just, different. No. If we were made in the image and the likeness of God, then that means we have somewhat of the same kind of power that the Creator had. And that's why Lucifer didn't like us. That's why the evil entities don't like us. Because if we knew that we had that power, then we could roll over them. I mean, we could toss them out. And another question I've got to ask. I mean, this has just been things running through my mind. If God, the Creator, the true Creator, if something didn't happen in there that another entity or whatever came in and redid God's creation, like Frankenstein, whatever you want to say, if God put us here to love on us and everything, why would he throw an adversary like Lucifer, Satan, the devil, down here with us to torment us? Why? Now, that don't make no sense at all to me. So, I mean, there's a lot of theories, that could circle around and everything that it was here to test us. Why would God? Seriously, would you test your child with evil, with hurt and pain? And no. So I don't understand. Why would the Creator throw an evil entity down here among us and expect us to survive and to live a goodly life? Because we'd be in it. We're always in some sort of a fight. It's just like wars going on everywhere. And now we have to fight our way through a good life? See, none of that makes any sense to me. So, like I said, why would our loving Creator kill Jesus, knowing full well that he already supposedly cast Satan down here to torment us? Because I don't care what anybody says. You can go ahead and accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, covered by the blood of Jesus, and still have to fight with those evil entities. All the chaos and stuff that goes on around you, that shouldn't be. It don't make sense to me. So I'm sure that a lot of you's got something to say about it, but Jesus said, ask me anything and he'd do it for you, or God would do it for you. You could speak to the mountain and it would go away. But why should we have to fight evil entities? Why should we have to fight Lucifer if the God, the Creator, made us to have a life and have life more abundantly? Why? Why would he turn around and throw that source of evilness in amongst us? And then, of course, everybody will say, well, it was even Adam and Eve that made us fall. Well, who's the one that put the obstacle in our way in the first place? If that's all true, why would he cast Lucifer here to put us in that position in the first place? That's like putting your child down there, and the child's hungry, and you placing a bunch of candy and ice cream there in front of him and not expecting them to take it. I don't know. I don't understand. But like I said, my channel is about learning who you are, believe that we were made in the image of God and the likeness, with the ability to think intelligently, with the ability to believe, and the ability to speak things into existence. So, regardless of everything else going on around us, we are, what I'm gathering, is that we are to create our own heaven here on earth and rise above all the evil that's around us. So, use your words wisely. Decide what it is, what kind of life you want. And I want a peaceful life. I want a life where I don't have to pay for food. I want a life where I don't have to pay for my water. I want a life where I can go out in the sunshine and not have to, like today, it's dark and dreary out. It's been like this for a couple days now because of weather manipulation, whatever's going on out there. I don't know. I don't know who's in charge anymore. We're supposed to be in charge because isn't that what the beginning of the Bible says? Let us make man in our image and our likeness and let them have dominion over all the earth. But then turn around and throw Satan in the mix, if that's all true. So I want to be able to go outside and sit under a shade tree or sit in the sun if I want to. I want to be able to have some chickens running around without somebody telling me that I've got to have them registered. I would like to be able to go out and pick a nice orange off of my orange tree or an apple or plum or whatever. I mean, if we're walking down the street, for crying out loud, there's an orange tree there or a plum tree there or whatever, I'd like to be able to reach up and grab it and eat it. That should be our right. Not have to go to a grocery store where somebody else has created all of this chaos and the tariffs and whatever else is going on, that we have to go in and pay $1 for an orange or any kind of food that we want. I have to go in and pay $5 for 24 bottles of water when we should be able to go anywhere on this planet without having to buy water that somebody else gathered up and put it in a store to sell it to us. And then on top of that, all the plastic that's getting in our system because of the plastic bottles. So that's my thought on coffee talk today, folks. It's just a bunch of rambling, but that's what goes through my head. And I know that we have got to get over the fact that all this other stuff's going on out here and believe that we were made in the image of God, in the likeness, and that we have dominion. See, the people that know that they have dominion they're the ones that have the dominion. They're the ones that are charging us for the water. They're the ones that are making the electricity and charging us for electricity instead of finding ways for everybody to have free heat with the solar and stuff like that. So who's in charge? We got to step up, and we got to use the power that's within us that God said we had. Think it, believe it, and speak it. All right, well, here I am. I got my music equipment. Won't take me long to pay that off. And next is some solar. And I'm going to set myself up a composting toilet in here. If I believe it, if I think I can, if I believe I can, or if I believe I can't. That's right. But I'm not even going to put the can in there anymore. I believe I can do all things through the power of God the Creator that placed in me. So, start designing your life with your thinking and your belief and your heart and your words. What do you want? You want to be able to eat food freely? Would you like to be able to have not have to go in a grocery store, go to a farmer's market or whatever and buy food to eat? Be able to go in your own backyard, or if you're in a city and there's apple trees and fruit trees and stuff growing along the streets, like there are some in California like that. I think Arizona too. That you can go over and reach off and get you an orange to eat. I know a girl, Prepper Princess. Shout out to Prepper Princess out there. She goes out in the desert where she lives and she gets all kinds of fruit for free. It's all out there. Do with that what you will, folks. Remember, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit will dry up your bones. Remember that. Don't let anything break your spirit and let your bones dry up to where you can't even think anymore. Think above and beyond anything that anybody else is out here doing. Remember, we were created in the image and the likeness of the Creator, and we were given dominion over this earth. Remember that. And if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right, but stop believing that you can't. Just don't let anything else come into your head other than, I believe I can do that. I believe I can have that. But know what's best for you before you do that. And then take the steps towards making that happen. Thinking it, believing it, and speaking it. You have a great day now. Nice coffee talk, y'all. See you later.